it's $1.50.
Okay, good evening everyone. Leil Shishi Tazriya Mitzoyer Tov Shem Pevov. Welcome to a few new members here from Flatbush. Shalom Aleichem, Bruchim Abuim. I don't know what the oil is. I think it's a sphere is messing everyone up. Whatever. So I heard a very interesting story this Yontiv, over Yontiv in California. Ayid told me that a story about the Rebbe Tzareb Zechon Yisroel. There was a guy who was involved in the JDL, and he possessed a gun. Somebody used that gun to shoot into the Russian embassy. It was the days of, let my people go. And they traced it down to his gun. The FBI. He said, it wasn't me. Who had the gun? I can't tell you. According to our Jewish law, I can't be a moiser, I can't tell you. Can't tell me? Okay. 6 months in prison. He went in for 6 months. His name was Jeff Smileo. His father was Smileo. He owned a hotel in Florida. I don't know if you heard Smileo. Anyway, after 6 months, they come back and they start grilling him again. He said, I'm sorry. It's against my law. It's against my religion. I can't be moiser. Another 6 months. After a full year, they came back. Nachamol put pressure on him. Said, I'm sorry. There's no way I'm going to say. Another 6 months. It was in for 18 months. He's supposed to come in front of the judge after the 18 months. It was a Friday morning. His father came to the Rebbe Tzareb when he was in Borough Park. And he told him, he's in for 18 months already. Was it done? The Rebbe said, go home, prepare for Shabbos. So he thought the Rebbe didn't understand what he's saying. So he said, Rebbe, my son is in prison for 18 months. He will nicht machen. Geh heim, gereit sie für Shabbos. Friday morning, he comes in front of the judge, and the prosecutor is trying to push again. He doesn't want to talk. So the judge said, wait a minute, like why? He's never going to talk. He's not deserving of this kind of punishment. You figure it out. What do you want from him? Go home. So the prosecutor was saying, but he may run away to Israel. So take his passport. He's not going to go anywhere. Sure enough, he was home for Shabbos. So everyone's in prison in their own situation. So that's in the schismet, red van het tzaddik. Daar hebben ze wel de helft van. Rabbeinu Bechai was a Rishon. And this is the last piece of last week's parsha, actually, but it was so powerful, I said we have to do it. So last week's parsha ends after Macholos Asurois and Aroyos and all that stuff. It says, Viskadishtim visum gedoshim. You should holy yourself, you should be holy, because I am holy. Zog the Heilige Rabbeinu Bechai, HaKedusha hazois li Yisrael. This Kedusha that we have, Klal Yisrael, Yosem Misharu Imus, Eino Elo Rak B'maisa HaTorah B'mitzvahs. The difference between us and the Goyim is the fact that we have a Koyach HaTorah, and the Torah makes us Kodesh, makes us holy. Ki Ma Torah V'mitzvahs, by learning Torah and doing mitzvahs, is Chazik Koyach HaSeichel. We know that there's a concept, a famous concept, which the Baal HaTanya talks about a lot. There's Moyach, which is intelligence, and there's the Leiv, Ritzoinus. The tachlis of a person of Ayid is that the Moyach should be shalit al Alev. The Baal HaTanya says in the beginning of Tanya, talks that when the Davish said to Eev, Unishom Mois ani Yosisi. Why Nishom Mois? Neshama. Neshama is like the Baal HaTanya, the two chelke Neshama. One chelke Neshama is Tzaddik Kedusha. The other side is the nefesh ha-ruchni and the nefesh ha-bahami. Nefesh ha-lukus, and nefesh ha-bahami. So nefesh ha-lukus is the spiritual part, the ruchni is the part, and the nefesh ha-bahami is the physical part that everybody has. So it's a constant battle. Zog the Rabbeinu Bechai, ki em Torah va-mitzvahs, through doing Torah and mitzvahs, is chazik koyach ha-seichel. The nefesh elokis gets strengthened, V'yachle ish koyach ha-taivas. And it automatically weakens the koyach of the taivas. V'yadua, it's known, ki ha-taiva chazoke b'tivo. We are all born in our nature. We have taiva. Every little kid wants. He wants. Give him a candy, he wants. Everything, he's very curious and everything he wants. V'hina hi ba'odam kademis l'sichloi. The minute we're born, we have already taivas. Before the cycle. That's why when a person becomes 13, then he becomes a man, that's when he is already mature enough to start working on the koyach ha-seichel over the koyach ha-taiva. Ki ha-taiva mudba'as b'ay mitchilas ne'urav. The taiva we have from when we're born, from when we're young. Every kid likes certain things. One kid likes to eat, one kid likes to junk, one kid likes to play, but they all want. So it grows, as the kid grows, also his ritzoinas grow to the point where there's no seichel. You'll give a little baby diamonds or candies just to take the candies, because he doesn't understand, no intelligence. The human being is born for the koyach ha-sichli. That's one reason. It's created through the natural things that a person does. It's the fundamentals of what keeps us alive. It has many things that strengthen it and helps it. What is that? All the taivas agashmis is what strengthens the koyach agashmi. V'aseichel shu etzem ruchni the neshama hu nigzam in olam elyon matachas kisa kovet. The neshama comes matachas kisa kovet. But when it comes down to this world, hu nochri ba'olam aguf hisa ovim v'agasim. He's a stranger in a strange land. The neshama is strange. All these gashmistic things has no shaykhs to him. And because he's a stranger in a strange place, he doesn't have anyone that will strengthen him and help him. All the taivas agashmiyas are connected the koyach haruchni. So automatically the koyach haseichel becomes weaker because the gashmiyas is overpowering. For two reasons. The koyach ha-taiva overpowers the koyach ha-ruchni. First of all, he was here before. Like the famous story of Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz, he was as a child, he was already very special. So they asked him before his bar mitzvah. So they said to him, how were you able to overcome your Yetzer Hara? He didn't have a Yetzer Tov yet. So he said, there's halacha, in halacha, you come to a din Torah, you cannot listen to one side until the other side is there. Reuven and Shimon have it in Torah. Reuven can't come to the dayan, to the dayanim, and start presenting his case unless Shimon is there. So he said, whenever the Yetzer Hara came to me, I said, wait a minute, Yetzer Tov is not here. I can't listen to you. I'm not interested. So the second reason they Yetzer Tov comes with the bar mitzvah.
I think it has to be mature. It's by you, but it matures until you bar mitzvah, then it's mature.
But at that point already, you're chayiv b'mitzvahs. You no excuses.
From what he's saying over here, that it comes in 13 and it's one shot deal.
Because that's when you have already a mitzvah to learn a Torah. Until then, it's chinuch. You know the famous story. Someone came to Chazon Ish and asked him, at what age does chinuch begin? He said to him at the bar mitzvah. He said, what? I always know there's a 6 or 7. He says, I don't understand what I said. I said, at your bar mitzvah, that's when chinuch begins to your children. When you become bar mitzvah, that's when chinuch begins for your children.
Lead by example. Learn how to act.
So that's one reason. The taivas that a person has through food, through gashmias, it has things that strengthen it, like an seichel. But the seichel doesn't have that koyach unless you learn Torah mitzvahs. That's why we need Torah mitzvahs to strengthen the koyach seichel. Automatically, the koyach taivas becomes weakened. That's why in last week's parsha, Miskadishtim Visim Gedoshim talks about Mecholas Asuris. which animals you're not allowed to eat, which birds you're not allowed to eat, fish. Also mitzvahs aroyas, or mitzvahs hatfile, v'ataines, v'tzedoka, v'gmulas chasudim. All these things, shekulon lahachlish koyach hatayva. All these things that Hashem has given us, all these commandments that Hashem commanded us, is only to strengthen us and to weaken the koyach hatayva. Also, it's brought down in the Rishonim that one of the sibas for mitzvahs milah is because that's machlish koyach hatayva. V'zeh shamur Rabbi Sein Zal b'sefri. V'skadishtem zikudushas mitzvah. You're going to be kodesh through mitzvahs. V'achakach v'sikudosh, you will become kodesh. V'akavon b'mayma zeh ki al yedei ha-mitzvahs yachlish koyach hatayvas. Yizgaber koyach ha-seichel shebishvilo nivra adam. We were created for the koyach ha-seichel, not for the koyach hatayvas. A goy is a behemah. But Ayid, there's a different zach. We have a neshama, they don't have a neshama. They have life, but they don't have a neshama. Being separated from the mundane. A person who is removed from the Taivas Olam has a Nikra Kodesh. Like we know there's a Rabbeinu HaKodesh. Yeah, the Rebbe is HaKodesh, the Rebbe Tzadik HaKodesh Vator. Why is he Kodesh? Why is he Kodesh? He's Kodesh because he is removed from all Taivas Olam Hazeh. Mufresh. And Dosh Abbasen Zaboteres Kahanim Skadish Shemisim Gedoshim Ki Shem Shani Kodesh. Zog the Boteres Kahanim Shem Shani Kodesh Hebish Shestas, just like I am Kodesh Kachatem Ti Kedoshim. Shem Shani Porush Kachatem Ti Porushim. Va'inyan Sheyifresh Odom and Atayvis. A person should bechlal even Dvorim HaMetorim lignish in the Tayvis. V'lo yishtamish b'hem rak b'muchrach. So all the gashmis that Hashem created is only for the necessities, the things that we really need. That's muchrach. Because when a person goes after his taivis, achil, shtir, relations. Yachriv nafshay begufa, he will destroy his nefesh, his neshama, and his guf. We know that food, a person eat junk food or too much food, it weakens you, you become sick. All these things that he mentions here, you do too much of it, will make you sick. So physically. Someone who indulges in the Taivas Olam Hazeh, the Torah calls him ksil ve'evil, a fool and an idiot. And a person who, even the things that we must have, you also diminish. You don't fall into it with Daf Tzayin. We spoke about this a few times already. That Shlomo Karlin said, I have Hasidim that by davening, they follow me step by step. You know, Kalim, Mishrait, Bam Davening, Mishrait. Kim Nishmas, they're fire. But bring to us the chul, they fall into the chul. The Poirish asks, we see this in Ma'aseh B'chol Yom, Ma'aseh B'chol Shabbos at least. The Poirish asks when a muter hagomer, and a person who's Poirish even from what's muter mamish, who nikra kodesh. That's why he's called the kodesh. It says that in Rabbeinu HaKodesh, the Chazal tell us that he never put his hands underneath his gartel. He's so porush. And I remember the Beis Yisrael. He used to walk around like this all the time. He never lowered his hands.
Because of that?
Huh? Yeah, precious.
The Lubavitcher had this mask here, Hadakov. Remember?
Sure.
Never put his hands under the garter.
Yeah.
No.
He was a heilige Yid.
Always like that.
Because if a person indulges even in things that are mutter, what's going to be with him? It's called soive yain ve'zoyle lebosar. Zoyle ve'soive. We talk about dvarim ha'metorim. Kosher flesh, kosher wine. V'ya novel v'oiver ala Torah. It's called the novel b'shus ha'Torah, like the Ramban calls him in Pash Kadishim. V'alken husach ha'kosav v'zeh loimar. That's why this pasuk tells us v'skadishtem l'hazel ha'prishis. V'zeh, what's the pshat? She'yigdar odem esasma v'yifresh meribu ya'amacho v'amishta v'mutter. Even what's mutter. Don't indulge too much food. Like this people here that someone I know here is into cowboy steaks for breakfast. Yeah, I know someone that every...
Side of fries.
What?
With the side of fries.
Yeah, I know someone who goes out to restaurants, $700-800, finishes 1 or 2 bottles of wine. I go, what are you, crazy? Why? Also, the dibur. Person has to watch his mouth. Kinish kosuv. If you watch your mouth and your tongue, shoymim b'sos nafshe. V'zeh kosuv Rambam zechayin l'broch in Parshat Kedoshim. Chem etzir Shlomo Melech alav shalom shehizar al dibur v'ha'osur. Shlomo Melech warned us about the dibur v'ha'osur she'omar l'shoyin chachomim teitiv das. If you speak like a chacham, when a chacham speaks, it embellishes our das. Upikisilim, and a fool when he speaks, Yabi Veles, he announces his foolishness. So and right next to it says, Ein Hashem b'chol mokem ein Hashem expresses, right. Shkoyach. Huh? What was that? And in every place Hashem is watching. Bir, he explains, Hashem watches from all over the place. And Hashem pays someone if he doesn't speak with a clean mouth. Speaks like the goyim in the street speak, Hashem will punish him. Al-Kain, that's what the Navi says. Al-Kain called Bachur v'lisamach Hashem v'chol peh doiver nevolo. A person speaks nivel peh. The Gemara says that if someone speaks nivel peh, mamikim lo Gehenim. If the Gehenim is not deep enough, they find a deeper place in Gehenim. So why? So the Bein Bechai says, why dafke Bachurim? He's kira Bachurim. V'shadarkem bekach Bachurim, they have a loose mouth. They say, yeah. They hear the Goyim speak and they shoot off their mouth. Someone who gets Hashem upset, he falls into that deeper place in Gehenna. We also see that Cheskel Novi also points out the punishment that Hashem brought because of dibur, which is not proper. And he also told us that Hashem watches over that. When Nebuchadnezzar sent Nebuzaradan to destroy Beis Hamikdash, after the first Beis Hamikdash, Cheskel Novi was at that time, and Eretz Yisrael was pretty empty, was desolate, and the Goyim, the Adoimim, decided to join force with the Bavliim, and they said, let's take the land. We'll annex the land of Israel. It'll become ours. So the Roimim are the Bnei Esav, and the Bavel of Bnei Yishmael, they made a pact together. They said, let's take it over. So Cheskel Novi said, Yana Morcho, because you said, the Shnei Agoyim, Veshtei Arotzos, will take the Binyamin and Yehuda and the Aser Shvatim, will take the two lands, Lit Yeno v'Yoshnua, Hashem Shamahoy, and Hashem was listening to what they were saying. Yagid HaKosav, Ki Hu Yis'alo Hoy Hashem Mashgiach Al Adibur L'Shalom Gemul, V'Yiskeboy Loshen, Ve'Hashem, we know Shakavana, B'chol Mokesh Nem, Ve'Hashem, Ve'and Hashem. And Hashem, who else? And Hashem is Hu V'Beis Dinoi. So wherever it says V'Hashem is Hu V'Beis Dinoi, so Hashem said was there, so he's going to punish you for your dibur. So we see that even in such a situation, Hashem punishes someone who doesn't watch his mouth. So getting back to this week's parsha, Zois Ti Torah Samasoi B'Yom Taharosoi, Shtei Medrash Tanchuma, Zois Ti Torah Samasoi, Ze She'omer HaKosuv, Moves v'chayim b'yad loshen. Life and death are all depending in someone's mouth. Hakol tolui b'loshen. Zocha, if you speak properly, you watch your mouth, l'chayim, you get life. Nischayev, if a person's fakert, he doesn't watch his mouth and he speaks evil, lomus.
What does nischayev mean?
Guilty. If he's guilty, that doesn't speak properly.
I thought it means that, like a judge wants to show the power of speech. They're saying like a judge everything depends on the amount. The Zucha, innocent, l'chaim, you go free. The Schayev, the judge says you're guilty,
Go to jail, monopoly.
It's all in the mouth. Free is the Gezuk for the end judge.
Yeah. Also, but if he learned Torah with his mouth, Zoche l'chaim, he's Zoche to life. Shat Torah eitz chaim. Torah is the tree of life.
What if he does both?
What?
What if he does both?
He's in trouble, big trouble. Kal kol dova yova b'mishpat. Kol dibur steht. Kol dibur. Every word that a person says, yova b'mishpat. They'll judge you. So for the Torah, as a matter of fact, the Chafetz Chaim brings in the Shemir Saloshan, said that if a person doesn't watch his mouth and speaks Lashon Hara, so all the Torah and the mitzvahs, he loses everything. Because the person that he spoke about, say Reuven spoke about Shimon. Shimon was a Elchid. He had Torah, he had mitzvahs. Reuven also had some Torah mitzvahs. Because he spoke about Shimon, he gave him all his mitzvahs and all his Torah, and he got all Shimon's Averis.
Yeah, but I know, the Chaim says that, but you know what I learned? We learned the Gemara upstairs here,
Yeah.
that Reuven, I think, says, I think the Lush in the Gemara, but basically a mitzvah can never be undone by an Avaya.
Yeah.
It's a separate entity.
It's not undone, but it's not undone, it's transferred. Bank account. Make a transfer.
The reward goes to Yana. But over here, he wasn't talking about Lashon Hara. He was talking about the little pet.
Where before, but not talking about Lashon Hara.
That's the Lashon Hara?
I'm
Yeah.
sliding him, you're sliding me back.
No, because you're Shmuel, it wasn't Shmuel. It's created, it's still there. If you mine Bitcoin, you can't lose it.
Next.
Someone can take it.
As Mahalva Bitcoin is sort of.
Yeah. Sha'atoyre eitz chaim. Shalem eitz chaim ila machzikim bo. I once saw from the Chiddush Harim, he says, eitz chaim, there's a tree of life, la machzikim bo, those who hold on to it. What's pshat? Hold on. Learn. La loimdim bo. Yeah? So the pshat is if somebody is drowning in the ocean, and a boat comes by and throws him a rope, he says, hold on for your life, because if you let go, you're dead. That's pshat the Torah. So eitz chaim, la machzikim bo, you have to hold for your dear life. Don't let go. The Hira for also Lashon Hara. And Torah is the refuah for Lashon Hara. Shneimar, Mar Peloshen, what heals the Lashon? Eitz Chaim. V'salav bo, like I said, v'salav divrei tzadikim. Yeah, so he strays from the right way. Sheva beruach. In other words, you're speaking to someone and you don't speak to him properly. You're breaking his spirit. I saw a Mordechai Zohar HaKodesh today. The Zohar HaKodesh says that just like there is a punishment for someone who speaks Lashon Hara, he goes and has a whole Torah on Lashon Hara, so also a person who has an opportunity to say a good word to someone else, say a nice word to someone, and you don't say it, you'll be punished for that. That's what Salva, huh?
Even like a good morning, maybe.
Yeah?
Just like it's Lashon Hara with emotions, even a smile could be.
Yeah, like
What happens if I come in the work and I don't want to say good morning to my people?
Why not?
I want to show that you gotta go faster. Is it wrong? Is that wrong? I should
Yes.
ban myself,
Yeah.
go against my nature, say good
you
morning.
know the famous story about the mashgiach in a slaughterhouse. You have the story? They have a story? The mashgiach in the slaughterhouse.
Unlocked a bunch of fish from that story.
What's that?
Yeah. In the refrigerator.
Yeah, he locked himself by mistake in the freezer.
That's why we don't have lock stuff.
You get locked in the oven.
Shem Yirachim, like the frogs in Mitzrayim. He got locked into the freezer, and he was going to die. There was nothing to do. There's no way out. The place is, everybody's gone. Everyone is gone. The last guy was gone. The guard, he used to say every night when he left, he said good night to the guard. The guard said he didn't leave. He went inside looking. He found him in the freezer. He saved his life. So the saying good night, the saying good morning can save your life.
You could do all the challahs faster. You're not around Moshe.
Fakert.
You have to say
If you say with the Geshmak Chevret, come on, let's go. Today is going to be a great day.
What's the cheshbon? Reminds me of Zuk's good mother. They're going to work better.
They're going to hate you more.
You ever been buried in a bucket of flour?
V'hi refuasa shel lashon hara shenem marpe l'shveni yitzchayim. Somewhere the Gevurah in Zohar HaKodesh. Can you imagine Moshe? Imagine that Zohar HaKodesh says that just like you get punished for speaking lashon hara, so also you get punished when you have an opportunity to say a good word to someone and you don't say it. Like the Gemara says, when you give tzedakah, a mizborach, you give tzedakah mizborach b'sheish brachas. But if you say a good word, you give him a smile, Yud Aleph brachas. Yud Aleph brachas. Yeah, extra 5.
If you have Lashon Hara to say, you don't say anything, it's half of that?
No, one is 6. One is 6 and one is 11.
6 plus 5.
So we're going to
So but tzedakah, you get a mizborach b'sheish brachas. But a mefaisoy, you say a good word to him, you get a Yud Aleph brachas. Almost double. V'im asa kodem lashon hara, mischayev benafshoy, lomus, chayev misa. Shekoshe lashon hara k'shviches domim. Shekol ha'hoyreg aratzech who killed one person, ein ha'hoyreg el nefesh achas, he killed one person. Ha'masapa lashon hara, zog the Gemara ha'hoyreg gimel. Ha'oimroi, the one who spoke it. V'makabloi, the one who accepted it. V'nemar olov, the one who was spoken about.
Where he gets
3 people.
one is spoken about gets punished.
Yes,
3 parties.
the Gemara.
No, he's as if he's killed. It's not.
He's getting the damage.
He's
What
the,
people are saying.
they're killing themselves. Just
No, the person who speaks Lashon Hara, the one who is Makabel Lashon Hara, the one who was spoken about, all 3 get punished.
No, it's just Hoyre Gimel.
Hoyre Gimel.
Hoydig.
Hoyre Gimel, killing 3 people.
Killing them.
Yeah.
Himself.
You kill yourself. Doesn't mean on the spot.
No,
If we get punished on the spot, nobody would ever speak Lashon Hara.
that means punished?
Punished. Yeah.
I thought it meant what it says by Lashon Hara, it's kilu, it's like Ritzicha, as if, meaning the oynish of Ritzicha. So the guy who was spoken about is he, or it's shot as, as if they're killing him today.
Why? So the famous Shaila, the famous Kasha, why the person who was spoken about, what is he guilty of? Because obviously he must have done something that brought about Lashon Hara. Episode of Mistin.
Yeah.
Sounds something to talk about.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Actually, nobody's talking about you.
Oid betanchume, noch ein Stück mehr durch Tanchume. Amen, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael. Der Eibische Sette Klal Yisrael.
Moshe, you're talking because he said good morning.
Buri gaat wat in oil, Haini Melech geworden, Shach HaKoil, en hier bedoel ik. Schkoich Moshe. Oid betanchume, noch ein Sach steht mehr durch Tanchume, Amen, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yisrael, der Eibische Sette Klal Yisrael. The tzoinchem lehimolet mi Gehenim, you want to be spared. Gehenim, harchiku atzmechem eloshen hare, vatem zoichem boilam hazeh or boilam habo. You be zoichet to this world and to the world to come. Shenemar, mi oish chofetz chaim, uchsiv netzoi lishoichem meiro, is vosechem medaber mirmo, mirmo is tam bluffing, shumero vasei toiv, stay away from bad things and do good things. Baki sholem v'rafeu. Pursue peace and chase it. Very interesting thing I saw this yontiv from the Fer Shloime. Fer Shloime stellt sich auf Artikel, we say by davening, ne hayod shenistalcha b'mikdoshecha. The Beis Hamikdash was chorev, ne hayod shenistalcha b'mikdoshecha, because of the hand that reached into the Beis Hamikdash. So he said the koyach of hayad. We see it all over the place. First of all, in last week's parsha says that the Haran raised his hand and benched Klal Yisrael. Yeah. Also said by Moshe Rabbeinu, by the Mechamed HaMolek, when he raised his hands, V'gava Yisrael, he lowered his hands. He brings all kinds of different rayas, a bunch of rayas. And the end, he says, he says, therefore, when 2 Yidden meet, he says, Shalom Aleichem, you give him a hand, and he says, Aleichem Shalom. 2 hands, you have a koyach to bring upon this person peace and all the brachas in the world. And that's b'shap na'ayot shenistalcha b'mikdoshecha, because there was sinas chinam b'bayis sheni. The Beis Hamikdash was destroyed by Matishgem Kashulam Aleichem. People didn't much forgive him. Saras ayin.
Maybe that's why Trump doesn't like them.
He wants to get the brachas.
He wants to take yours also. It is.
Akach nema zois die teure sametzoide. La metcho to teach you shamesaper lashon hara. Someone who speaks lashon hara and the goyim boy molov. Shenema zois die teuras hametzoide. Dash the Gemara moitzoide is moitzi shemra, moitze ra. Shane goyim royim moitze moisoy. Because the bad negoyim attack him. Re'ei maksiv b'Miriam. Dr. Medrash. It says over there, "Vatadaber Miriam v'Aharon b'Moshe," because he was Porosh Bnei Isha. Yeah. Lefichoch. Therefore, right away it says, "Vayifen Aharon el Miriam v'hinei mitzaras." She immediately got leprosy. Maksiv Sham. Zocha, you should always remember, Zasha Os Hashem Lekech el Miriam. Right. Varam kal v'choyim ezok the Medrash. Uma Miriam shel dibre ele ba'acher chaviva, her beloved brother, who she was moiser nefesh to save his life. It was also shaloi befonov. V'lo niskavna el lachziro leishterkach. She figured this way he'll go back to his wife. Is meant good. Is avada navada mesapel lashon hara chaveiroi. Al achas kama v'chama rechmona l'slan. The next piece is very interesting. He was wondering and he said, people looking for zgulos all the time. Mefut Reb Shaila, Mefut Ahem, Mefut Ahin. This is Chofetz Chaim.
No, someone wrote this on the Chofetz Chaim.
No.
Someone wrote this, the Chofetz Chaim said this.
Right, I'm asking who wrote it.
You don't like me? Anoshim mechapsim zgulis l'chaim tovim. People look for zgulis l'chaim tovim l'arichis yomim v'shonim. It's from the Chofetz Chaim Sefer.
No, I know it's
Yeah.
I got it.
Ponevezh boy, what do you want from him?
He wrote it. That's what I'm trying to say.
He comes from Ponevezh. Anoshim mechapsim zgulis l'chaim tovim. People look for zgulis to have a good life. L'arichis yomim v'shonim. People look for all kinds of remedies for long life, longevity. Madua einem kaimem sa'etz hapshute oisem megalo and David HaMelech alav shalom b'Tehillim. David gives us the recipe for long life. Miu ish Chofetz Chaim. You're looking for life. Oh, if you want a good life. That's why you shoy chemero. That's why you medaber mimo. Sumur v'sei toy. Bakashon v'refeu. V'chein anoshim mechapsim panose. Everyone is busy looking for panose. As good for panose. The famous story of the Satmar Rebbe, yeah? Someone came to Satmar Rebbe and said, I say Parsha Samon every day. What happened? My panos is still not happening. So I said that Zgula works only till 9 o'clock. Then you have to go to work. People will do anything, any kind of job, as long as I can bring some bread home. Lavoit kosher, to work hard, to labor hard, to run to the bakery 6 o'clock in the morning and bake challah the Thursday night, ganze Nacht, rogalach and kokoshcake. Va'afles bazois. I feel it he'll come into shul with the Wasserhäusen, but he's rolled out of the bakery. The lahovi teir levaiso. Alt for panusa. Was that the mensch for panusa? You know the famous story, someone came to the Mendel Rimenover, and he said, Chanishka panusa. He told him, you'll be besimcha, you'll have panusa. He said, how can I be besimcha? I have no panusa, I'm a balchoiv, I have children now. And the Rebbe said, was tit shayit for panusa. Be besimcha, you'll have panusa. People were ready to do anything. They don't realize that even panos also has to do with the mouth. And he says a moedik remez. In the word panosa, you'll see that it depends on the mouth. Is pei, hey, yeah, and pe. So that's peh. Ube'emtza mila, reish nun samach. What's reish nun samach? You turn it over, it becomes resin, a lock, a mouth, a lock for the mouth. Perish. Im terasanes apeh. You'll watch your mouth, you close your mouth. You'll have panosa. Udavai shanis kelish mapina v'skaim budir chazal. Al kol rega v'rega shadam choysim pi. What?
What's the word? Renes?
Lesson. So the middle oisius of parnosa, you have pei and hey, beginning and end, yeah? In the middle, you have reish, nun, samach.
Resen? Never heard that word.
Resen is another. It's a Amol-Schloss.
It's a
Amol-Schloss.
Kodesh word?
Das ist ein Kodesh word, yeah.
Maar bij Vroom Avini met de Shabselig, that's the Torah uses this solution.
I don't remember where it's used, but it's the resen is a mouth lock.
Well,
Mazel Chaim says.
A muzzle, oh,
Mazel-
a muzzle.
So Shmiras solution is together for Parnosa.
Yes.
yeah, he's recapping, basically, yeah.
Take
No, I
notes.
never heard that link. I've heard the other things you mentioned already. about
Chavetz Chaim,
Shmiras.
Chavetz Chaim, Chavetz Chaim.
Where is this? It says in Shmir Solution in the Sfurim?
No, it's one of his forum. The Heilige Chavetz Chaim had many different forum.
Yeah.
So, oh, you're Yuma.
He loves life.
Loves it.
He loves his life.
Appreciates it. Little
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
He wants to see good life.
He wants
Nicht
to
dann.
live. I know this
He-
from Leben. If you don't
Leben,
live,
nicht Leben,
This
zwei
time,
Sachen.
this time.
So Leben, gitte Leben.
That's what he's stressing.
Yeah.
And
He wants, he desires life.
good life,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful guarantee.
Oh, we're gonna stop talking.
Ulevai v'nis... No kidding. Ulevai v'nis... Lishma pinu. Ulevai, we should be zoiche to watch our mouth. V'yiskayim b'bu nedi v'chazal al kol rega v'rega shem chesem pi. And the famous letter that the Goan wrote to his wife, when the Goan was traveling to Yisrael, he wrote a letter to his wife. He told her not to go to shul. Don't go to shul. Because you go to the ladies' shul, blah, 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 and you get to Lashon Hara. You'll hear Lashon Hara.
Who said this?
The Vilna Goan.
Yes,
Huh? I guess he wrote a letter to his wife. And Imam, she stressed it a few times. Said, don't go to shul. Stay at home, daven at home. And over there, he brings twice. Al kol rega v'rega, shadam chaysim piva. And every moment that a person washes, he closes his mouth. Zoiche b'shviloi, he is zoiche for that, la'oi ragonus, to a tremendous light, which Hashem hid for the tzaddikim lasid lovoi. She'en kol malach ubriya yichoy l'mishar. The greatest malach cannot comprehend the greatness of this light when a person washes his mouth. What's that? The gematria of Samach. Oh. Shalom, Rabbi Nachman.
Where did you get these words from?
Which words?
You knew this going back? How important it is? That's why you made a song for us?
Of course.
How long ago was that?
How long ago? A double album. What was a double album?
What?
This is the Enul Vada album.
Correct, double album? Yeah, okay. He knows better than me. I don't know.
This is 30
You
years
have a
ago.
mask already.
By
who
me.
Made, who made your? Who made it? You made the song.
Yossi Green.
1996, 7.
That's a great.
Yeah.
1996, 1997.
Deep words over here.
Very powerful,
Recorded 96, came out 97.
powerful words.
It doesn't say Pekovis.
What?
No.
What?
This is
What?
Pick over.
Talking about different things. Talking about
What? What are you talking about?
Hello?
Was?
Bifel Alomis.
Shayolmus. Shayolmus.
Wie steht es in Pekovis?
No.
I thought Pekovis it says.
It's Gemara. Shla Kodesh.
Nice Rabbi AI.
Matzasi Kosov, he writes like this. Elu Sheva Dechiyos. There are 7 things that the Nitche, Hashem shoves them away. Shemon Chazal. Chazal mentioned 7 Dechiyos. Shvur Sheker, someone who swears falsely, Doicha Mea Zechiyos. So you can have 100 Zechiyos, 100 mitzvahs, out. Chilul Hashem Echad. One Chilul Hashem, Doicha Mea Tfilis. And by the way, Chilul Hashem only applies between Yidden. And people say, the Goyim. It's not nothing to do with the Goyim. Chilul Hashem is between Yidden.
What do you mean? Like if you do something in front of
If
the
you-
boy,
It's not Chilul Hashem. It's not Chilul Hashem. It's not considered.
Because of the Chal Shem Hashem, not the celebrate the Jews.
You have to act like a Yid so that to make them to show.
you cut somebody off very bad.
What?
You cut off for going, so it's enough.
It's not Chilul Hashem. Because you're creating hate.
Yeah.
You're creating hate.
It's a Chil Hashem.
It's not that hard.
Anti-Semitism.
No, but you're a Jew, like what
You're creating anti-Semitism. You're creating that the Goyim should hate the children of the Eibishter. Achil Hashem is only von der Eden. So steht in between Eden, yeah. Achil Hashem Echad. Mechal Hashem Shemayim. Achil Hashem Echad doiche mea tfilis. You could have had the hast Moshe 100 great tfilis. I had 100 tfilis that I mechaven every single word with my whole heart. One Chil Hashem out the window. Bizui echad shel Torah, you mavaza one dvar Torah, doicha mea smachos. Simchas, Hashem want to reward you with good zachen, happiness. Nivles pe achas, one nivel pe, doicha mea haftochas, 100 haftochas that Hashem has given the person. Gezel achas, doicha mea brochas. Machloikes achas, doicha mea panosis. To have a fight with someone. I'm machloikes. I told the story. I think a few weeks ago. What? What's that?
So you can't do anything. You can't do anything.
He can do everything the right way.
What?
He can do everything the right way.
No, but he's so like.
Make up with my wife.
So the Chavetz Chaim had a son-in-law. I think his name was Reb Chaim Cohen. If I remember Cohen. He wanted to go up to Eretz Yisrael. Wanted to make Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael. So he went to his Shver, to Chavetz Chaim, and he asked him where he should live. He has three choices. Either Tzfas, three holy places. Tzfas, Yerushalayim, or Hebron. Kiryat Sefer, before it was Kiryat Sefer. So the Chavetz Chaim said, it doesn't matter where you're going to live, but one thing I want you to promise me, give me a Tkiyah Skaf, that wherever you're going to live, if there's machlokes, you're out of there. Out. So he lived in Yerushalayim, Shara Chesed. And everyone was bechabed, there was a gewaldige Talmid Chochem, the Edom of Chavetz Chaim. Down the road, one simple day, the man disappeared. Don't see him in shul, and nicht in shul, nobody knows what happened to him. They thought, who knows what happened? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, they got scared. They went to his apartment, and they knocked on the door. The door's open. There's nothing there. No furniture, nothing, nobody.
It's fast.
What happened? What happened? Somebody heard him, somebody beleidigt him. Nobody knows. So finally, weeks later, somebody found him in Tzfas. I said, what happened to you? Did somebody hurt your feelings that you took off? He says, no, I gave it Kieskaf to my shver. The minute there's machloikis, I'm out of there. That morning in shul, there's machloikis between the Gabbai and some people. I said, bye. Overnight he disappeared. That's the koich machloikis. Machloikis achas doiche mea panosis. You hear what's going on? It's crazy. And the punchline, Lashon Hara echad doiche mea tshuvois. Mea tshuvois. What?
100 Yom Kippur, a lifetime of Yom Kippurs.
It doesn't have to be in Kippur. A person goes to tshuva every day, but you know.
You do all these things, you do tshuva and all that. Yeah, one piece like that, all those things is back.
Gone.
Like, what did you say?
He said, imagine you keep all these things,
Yeah.
or you anichshel all these things, but you did tshuva. And then he said, one Lashon Hara.
You got all, you lose the hundreds again. You have like 600
Me?
more.
I didn't say one word that I made up.
I want to know where could you live? Where?
You know what I just saw also?
Now the Rambam says that if you're living in an environment where
Yeah, bro, get out.
go to the midbar, go to the midbar.
Right. I just saw, you know the kind of soy? And the kind of soy, yeah, after Shemana Esrei, it's a Lushan Yuchad. It's a Lushan, the ganze Tefillah is a Lushan Yuchad.
So the shoyni mero,
It's shown, yeah.
it's for sai.
Yeah, so it's a very dangerous, I think it's a Rabbi Yakush's Tefillah, and it says with it, it's a very
Very potent.
because you're talking on yourself. It's once a Tefillah Lushan, it says over there also, I shouldn't have bad words, I shouldn't speak bad, and then a minute later, and then a minute later, somebody talks bad. be very humble. You should get like.
Nafshik of alakoiltia. You're saying that. Nafshik of alakoiltia. That's part of the tefillah. It's part of the kind of tzayv. Nafshik of alakoiltia. I should be like dust. Step on me. A person has to come to a level, Moshe. Has to come to a level where whether they compliment you or they criticize you, it should be the same. Shouldn't bother you. This is nafshik of alakoiltia. Should be mamish gonish. Another famous story about the new bocha that came to yeshiva. And the minig in some yeshivas, Musa before Mincha, 10 minutes of Musa. So he comes the first day, and he's sitting in front of two elderly bochum who've been there for a while. And so he doesn't know what to do. He's trying to see. So I see that they're talking, ich bin agonish, ich bin agonish, mamish agonish menish. So the next day, he figured that's what you got to do. So he starts saying, ich bin agonish. They turn around and said, you just came yesterday, b'shoy agonish. Mesechtas Malkus daf chav gimel amad aleph am b'sheish mishum Rabbi Loz ben Azariah. Kol mesaper lo shen hora, kol mekabel lo shen hora, v'chol amei dei d'sheker roi la shlichoi la klovim. Even more than that, the Chavetz Chaim says that a person who speaks lashon hora can become a gulgul in a dog or in a stone. And not only that, but normally a person who comes back in the Gilgul doesn't know what he was before. But a person who spoke Lashon Hara and becomes a dog, he remembers that he was a human being walking on two with intelligence, and now he's the dog.
The dog looks at me like that.
The erst Moshe. T'chsiv la'kelev tashlichu noisoi, samachleila siso shem hashav korabei nameloi sashi. You shouldn't bring upon shem hashav. Rabbi Shua ben Levi. Dov is a kosa batoyre. Bishone b'neviim is doubled in neviim. Mishuli b'ksuvim is tripled in ksuvim. Kol ha'oiseg batoyre nechosav matzlichim loy. Now you have goodies. Ma'ide? Panusa. It's kim panusa.
I'm ready to float it. from the Mishnah.
Someone who learns Torah nechosav matzlichim loy. All his business, all his dealings, is matzliach. Kosa batoyre d'chsiv. Where was the raya from the Torah? Shmartem es divid ha-bris ha-zois, va-asisem oisom, you should do them, shmekayim the Torah, leman taskilu es kol shetasum. The Targum English says, leman titzlechun, should be matzliach in whatever you do. Shone b'anavim d'chsiv, lo yomesh, seif ha-Torah zeh mepicho, v'gise ba yoimam v'laylo, you should learn Torah, yoimam v'laylo. Leman tishmoi las, as kol ha-kosa boy, you should be able to be mekayim everything it says in the Torah. Ki os tatzliach es drochecha v'os taskil moirdik. And nochas gula from Nevi'im. Meshulish b'aksiv in the third place it says in Ksuvim, Ksuvim says in Tehillim, Ki b'toyas Hashem chevtzoi, his longing is for Torah. He speaks Torah, he expresses Torah yom v'loilo. What will his reward be? He'll be like a tree, shosla pal gemoyim. He's planted in a place where there's plenty water. It'll bear fruits in its time, and his leaves will not disintegrate. He'll be matzliach if he learns Torah. Ha'meiri pirish la'olam yasmid odam lasik b'Torah. Moshe, you have a lot of schusim. You and your friend here. You started a night koidel. So you get credit for everything, for everyone. What?
That is ancient.
Not ancient.
If you move in, you have to lose to you. If you move in, you have to lose to you. For free, they don't charge.
She'ein odam zoichel shleimus at sheyas b'Torah. A person can never reach shleimus unless he learns Torah. Watch your mouth from speaking evil. Shema yoimar. Now that I don't speak Lashon Hara, Elif has got to be shinnach. Geh shlof den ganzen Tag. Damit loim es sumero, not only sumero, but vasei toiv. Vein toiv le teure. Shema gelek ha toiv, then sadir chem tosi alta zoivu. Haben ich schreibe Sifre ben Yoyoda, perish, kol oisik ba teure, de chosem atzlichim loi, nereli b'siyata d'shmaya, lechen ha teure nikras lekach. Why is the Torah called lekach? Lekach toiv, then sadir chem. So gelek ha then sadir chem. Find the lekach oile misbah hatzloche 138. Yeah, you have the tzaddik is 90, The 2 Hayes is 100. Lamed Ches is 38. So the Torah is called Lekach because it's B'gematria Hatzlocha. By the way, the Lalev Rebbe Zochayin Rebbe Moshe Mordechai, when you needed a Yeshua, he used to say, give 138 prutas for tzedakah. B'gematria Hatzlocha. I use it a lot. Ve'omar, kol ha'oisik b'Torah, doesn't call loy metorah. No, oisik. Ve'omar kol ha'loimed, the Ramish is either beloimed amanas la'asois. What is oisik? It's part of your business. What's your business? You want to be matzliach. Matzliach, you do it. Shu inyan esik.
Makes it his job.
32?
Where does it say that Torah is considered like
Ki lekach Torah Satirichem. You say it every day. No, every Monday and Thursday. In Torah the Torah. Ki lekach Torah Satirichem. I gave you a teaching. Lekach is a teaching. Huh? De Rebbe gaat geven, maar gaat leren la lekach. Ja, als gedenken of Eibig.
I get to stick with Torah.
Okay, so Lamaisa, it's past 9:30. Should we have Ma'ariv? Yeah, the shtickle geht. Hey, you got Panusa. You got Chef Panusa big time.
Big time.
Okay, are we going to continue more tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Friday night.
Yes.
Tomorrow night
No,
we do
they
the
do
Chaim.
that.
The Chaim is tomorrow night.
Let's finish it tomorrow, Shabbos.
Tomorrow night. It's a Chodesh.
There's no other Chaim for tomorrow.
I'm fine. We're davening early.
What?
We're davening early tomorrow.
I'm not.
Moshe, we're davening early tomorrow.